Facebook friends, welcome again to Get Healthy with Dr. Cooper. Sorry for the delay, with iTech, there are always technical difficulties. But the good thing that you're here, and I hope those that tried to join us earlier on, that they will return. Welcome. We're still in the first month of the year, January, and there's so many people who want to get healthier or lose weight. So our topic today is lose weight and gain life. If you lose weight, indeed, you will gain better health. So today I have with me Israel Rivera.
Yes.
Israel has a master's in public health, and he has worked with thousands of patients with various chronic diseases. Israel, welcome to Get Healthy.
Thank you very much, Dr. Cooper. It's a privilege to be here with your public and with all the people that is in connection with you, especially in this, as you mentioned, in the starting of this new year. We want to have better health, and we're here to help, all these people.
Very good. So I would like you to share the program. Go ahead and touch like, comment, and share. And right there, I share. Because there are so many people there who want to gain better health, want to achieve better weight. And there are many people out there that say they have the solution. But what is the real solution? And what are the complications of obesity? You know that in our world today, we have 2.1 billion people who are either obese or overweight. United States of America top the list. Close to the top, we have 1 in 3 people that is either overweight or obese. And in Mexico,
we have the same statistics and the same problems. And believe me or not, but obesity, overweight will bring a lot of sicknesses too, along with high blood pressure, diabetes, heart problems, everything with the overweight. So we need some solutions, we need some techniques, and let us get started with the techniques that we might...
Yes, let's first look at what are the complications. If you're overweight, if you're obese, and you might be thinking, am I overweight? Am I obese? Well, you probably need to speak with your doctor and get your BMI. BMI is body mass index. It's just a number that is used gauging your height. Given your height, what should your weight be? So for normal BMI, it's 25 and below.
That's right.
Between 19 to 25, essentially. 25 to 30, 29.5 is overweight. And then over 30 is obesity. And then we have different levels, stage 1, stage 2. So if you don't know where you fall, then you can go online, look for the BMI calculator and calculate your BMI depending on your height and your current weight. All right, so there's so many complications from obesity. Diabetes is one of them. In our world today, there are almost 400 million people with diabetes. Then we have high blood pressure. Cancer, different types of cancer can result as a result of obesity, arthritis. There are many times a patient might walk into the office and say, well, I have joint pain. That patient is 400 pounds. And how do we treat that joint pain as a caring medical provider? Of course, we must relieve the pain, but we also need to discuss weight loss. So Israel,
yes,
tell me, how can we help our public lose weight and keep the weight off? What are some of the solutions?
First of all, we need to understand, Dr. Cooper, that overweight or obesity is not just an accident, it's a way of life. And being a way of life, also the reversal is a way of life. So in order to really help people, we need to understand that everything starts with the brain, with our mind. If we believe that we can lose weight, we will lose weight. But after knowing that we want or we wish to lose weight, we need to really have the techniques, the procedures, and something very easy and simple for everybody. What we eat mostly determines how our body mass index is going to be or how our weight is going to be. So, for instance, there's foods with a lot of calories but empty calories.
Right, and we just discussed that. What does it mean when you say empty calories? So there are food out there that are high in just sugar high in carbohydrates, but poor in fiber, poor in vitamins, poor in nutrients, phytochemical, antioxidants. All these are important for good health.
That's right, Dr. Cooper. When we say empty calories, doesn't mean that it's not calories that count. Of course, it counts for the weight.
That's right.
But they are empty of the nutrients that the body really needs to be fit and to be in a well state of health.
Right.
So basically, when we talk about empty calories, we're talking about the processed food like sodas, fried foods,
sugars,
snack
foods.
That's right. So it's a big list of things that we love, but I have discovered in my practice that many people go to junk food because they don't plan for the day. That means that they go in a rush in the morning, so everything that is round, like donut, they just love to grab a donut and maybe a cup of coffee, both empty calories. They might feel like full, but the result is going to be overweight. Another situation might be that they skip the breakfast. And imagine people that are going to work and skip the basic energy.
Let's wait on timing. Let me take some time to welcome some of our viewers. I have a brother Box Hill from New York, Agnes, New York. I have Edward Perez. I have Myrna. I have Antoinette. So I want to welcome you and go ahead and share and like her page and ask your friends to join us because this information is very important. So you were talking about empty calories.
Yes.
Now, nowadays, people tend to eat a lot of fast food, as you mentioned.
That's right.
Because they don't prepare ahead of time.
That's right.
And let us look at some foods that are very common that can cause obesity. Let's look at a bag of chips, for example, any bag of chips. Now, that bag of chips contains a small amount of chips. However, those chips are high in calories. One bag of chips could give 1,000 calories. That 1,000 calories will sit in your stomach and the person still feels hungry.
That's right.
And therefore, that person continues to eat, and pretty soon, that person will probably consume 4,000 calories. And to gain 1 pound, you need to have an extra 3,500 calories. Now let's look at an apple. A moderate-sized apple, a medium-sized apple is just about 80 calories.
80 calories, correct.
Yes, a small potato, that's about 80 calories.
That's right.
So therefore, consuming these fast foods, they're high in calorie, you tend to gain weight. You know, let's look at something as simple as oil.
Okay. Just to explain the oil and the concentration of calories, let's say, for instance, 400 calories of oil in our stomach. Our stomach has some kind of stretch receptors that when we are full, they say stop eating. But if we just eat like 400 calories of oil, it will just put a little bit of a fullness in the stomach. That means that if we put 400 calories of chicken, that will feel a little bit more. But if we put 400 calories of vegetables or beans or some other sources with fiber, that will fill up our stretch receptors, and that will give you the sensation that we are enough, so we don't eat or we don't overeat calories. That is one of the main reasons for gaining weight.
Yeah, so did you understand that concept? The concept is that the food that most people consume, these are calorie dense. Lots of calorie, small volume.
That's right.
But fruits and vegetables, they are calorie poor. So lots of fruits and vegetables, small amount of calories. So if you want to lose weight, what should you consume? You consume just about any types of fruits and vegetables you desire. And your stomach will be full and stretched. That will indicate to your brain receptors, hey, I am full, stop. I can't eat anymore. So if you want to lose weight, this is what you'll have to do. Go more to fruits and vegetables. I always tell my patients that when you're sitting at the table, they need to ensure that the plate, half of it is filled with vegetables. That's raw right. And just slightly cooked, steamed. That will cause them to lose weight, but more than losing weight, they will gain a lot of health. Because in these fruits and vegetables, there are antioxidants,
yes.
There are various vitamins, there are phytochemicals, all of these chemicals that one needs to preserve health.
That's correct, Dr. Cooper. Now, when we talk about empty calories or density of calories, we are trying to say that the density of nutrients in the fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and grains are powerful in the nutrients that will fight against most of the sicknesses that we are suffering today, but also will give you satisfaction. There's nothing worse for a people that is trying to lose weight to deprive them from food. Mm-hmm. Food should not be an issue of deprivation, mm-hmm. should be an issue of joyful moments. So for the people that we have helped through the years losing weight, it's a joyful time to really eat a large amount of food, delicious food, but a low density in calories.
Exactly.
And that's the key. The key of the game.
Right. Let me take some time to welcome my brother Farron and my sister Marlene. I see here they're watching from Jamaica, and I see Sonia Quiros, Araceli Gomez, and James, Susan Salazar, Clinton Boxhill. Hey, welcome. If you have questions, then write this question. We'll try to answer them. And of course, you can invite your friends to join us. The topic is important: lose weight and gain life. Okay. I'm not sure if you heard my story. In 2011 and 2012, the city here where I live and practice medicine, McAllen, Texas, was deemed America's fattest city. I mean, we had children coming in with diabetes, high blood pressure, and so many different problems as a result of the obesity. And I myself had borderline blood pressure, not a medication, but with my high stress life, my blood pressure is borderline. Now I decided to just change focus, change lifestyle, educate myself. I lost 25 pounds, blood pressure lowered, I'm living a happy and healthy life, and that is what I want to do for you. I want to give you the ability to take charge of your health so you can gain life, gain health, and achieve a healthier weight. So ask questions, we're here to help you. And as Mr. Rivera,
yes,
he said that the idea is not to starve you or tell you not to eat this or not to eat that. Food can be pleasurable.
Totally.
But you need to be educated and what are the types of food that you should eat more of. What are the type of food that can be medicine? There's so many patients nowadays that are improving their blood sugar, improving their cholesterol by just changing lifestyle. I'll tell you a story. My friend, she had high cholesterol. Her doctor placed her on medication. The cholesterol medication increased her blood sugar, and then she refused. She told the doctor she did not necessarily want the drug. She came to me and asked me what to do. I said, okay, do this. I want you to just think about being plant-based for 3 months. So stop all the red meat and the
chicken,
chicken
fish,
and the
eggs,
fish,
milk.
the eggs and the cheese, just for 3 months. Give it a try. And you know what happened? In less than 3 months, she dropped her cholesterol by 50 points.
That's
50 points. She was so excited
Yes,
that she said, you know, I'm not going back to that lifestyle. I like what I'm doing. And of course, she lost 10 pounds. She's looking younger, feeling better. And the next step is to work on her blood pressure. So if you're listening to me, the topic is lose weight, gain life. It is totally possible. What do you think?
Not only the people that lose weight gain life, but gain health. For instance, many people get more energy when they lose weight. And of course, if you start losing weight and living really a healthy life, you don't want to go back to that all days where you are suffering of pains here and there. I have trained more than 3,000 people how to lose weight, and the secret, besides the food that we eat, that is a key factor, is they have to move. There is no pill that do all the burning of fat that we have. We need to move. And on this moving segment, we will encourage everybody not maybe to go out and run for 1 hour if you are not used to, but at least you can spend 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes every day and then improve for 1 more minute. At the end of the 1 month, you will be exercising for 30 minutes with no big stressing factors. So it's a matter of several factors.
Yes, a combination. Yes, it's multifactorial, as you say. But we know that food is the #1 risk factor for obesity, for diabetes, and for any disease.
That's right.
Food is #1 risk factor. Then we also know that exercise is about 20%. Exercise is medicine. If you don't exercise, then you're going to have many, many diseases. Arthritis, obesity, death, stroke. So we need to combine food, healthy nutrition, and exercise. Now, everyone can exercise. If you're bedridden, if you're wheelchair bound, you can exercise.
That's right.
You can do upper body exercise. You can use resistant bands and exercise. You can walk. I had a patient, he was about 77 years old. He was bedbound, heart disease, hypertension, cardiac arrhythmia, arthritis. He was in and out of the hospital. In 1 year, he was there for about 11 times. I went to the emergency room and I said, Mr. So-and-so, I want to get you out of the hospital and I'm going to put you into a lifestyle medicine program. Okay? He had interest. Then he said, Dr. Cooper, I can't move from my bed to the chair. How am I going to exercise? I said, don't worry about it. We started to work with the patient at Cooper Wellness Center here in McAllen. And you know what? In several weeks, he was now able to move from the bed to a chair, from the chair to a walker, from the walker to a bastón, ¿cómo se llama?
Kind of a stick.
A walking cane.
Right.
And then without the cane. This gentleman was out of the hospital for several months because he changed his eating habit. He became more physically active. So therefore, he increases cardiac endurance and cardiac health.
We need to ask also, what is the motivation of the people? People, maybe they don't want to be in the wheelchair or the bed. The motivation plays a key factor here, and that's why I said that our mindset plays a key element on this process. So if all the people that is watching has a little bit of overweight or they are obese, it's hope for everybody.
Exactly.
Motivation is a key factor because you can bring people with all the information, the good nutrition, but if they don't want to really go into that new lifestyle,
nothing will happen.
Nothing will happen.
So the change begins in the mind. You need to think health. You need to want the health. If you think it and you want it, you know what? You will seek for it and it will happen. It is said that he who plan not, if you do not plan, then you plan to fail. So you have to plan for health. And the good thing is that we are at the beginning of a year. It's a new year.
That's right.
So
new resolutions,
we
new
want
plans.
to help you. And another way in which we can help you, if you were to go to my website, drdonnacooper.com, you'll find courses there. Courses, for example, Transformation to a Healthier You. It's a very simple course where you'll be educated and empowered how to use healthy nutrition, exercise, stress management in order to gain health.
Another thing that I would like to bring to the conversation is that we, for ourselves, sometimes don't have the strength or the ability to keep on this track. That's why you, Dr. Cooper, have developed this wellness center where people get together to cheer each other and to learn how to cook and prepare. For instance, let me just give you here something good about the chickpea. Chickpea is well known in the Middle East as something that gives you a lot of protein, a lot of fiber, but also it increase or modify your mood to be more happy. How to really produce more endorphins into your system.
That's the happy hormone.
Yes. So a lot of foods that they're out there that we just look and we overlook has a lot of benefits for us. So this is a learning process where we discover good things in the nutrition foods that we have, like for instance beans, or the vegetables like whatever, even lettuce or tomatoes has a lot of good nutrients, good flavor. So it's a matter of making the right combinations, mingling with the people that are in the same track, trying to lose weight, and we will have good results.
I agree. Let's stop here to welcome some more people. We have Janie Garcia, Sylvia Hurtado, we have Norma Fleming, Gloria Stewart, Monica Gonzalez, Noelia Jimenez, Patrick Vassell, Oralia James, welcome. Claire Gordon, welcome. Share the information so that more people can receive the benefit. Now, you were talking about the food. People are thinking, okay, so I am overweight. What can I eat? Let's look at some of the foods that are low in calories and high in nutrients.
Okay, if the people ask us, what can I eat? I will say, eat as much of everything that you love, but my recommendation, Dr. Cooper, is plant-based food. Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, one of our mentors and inspiration, he is a cardiologist, and he used to recommend even to President Bill Clinton how to reverse that condition on his heart. So he recommends plant-based food. Whole plant-based is kind of a best kept secret.
Let's give an example for breakfast. So what do I, Dr. Cooper, have for breakfast? My breakfast is very simple. I usually have oatmeal, fruits, nuts, and some form of nut milk, whether it's going to be almond milk, whether it's soy. So for you, you can think whole grain. You can think lots of fruits. You can do green smoothie. Green smoothie using kale, using lettuce, using an apple. Put some flaxseed and mix that. Blend that up. That's going to keep you full. Another smoothie that I like is oatmeal and frozen nuts with a glass of milk. Because there we have the
high density.
The high density, right. We have the whole grain right there from the oatmeal. And of course we have the good oil from the nut milk. Now what about lunch? Now, people believe that if you're a vegetarian or if you're trying to get off the meat or decrease the meat, then the only thing you're able to eat for lunch or for dinner are different types of salad. Not necessarily so. All right? Your meal should have carbohydrate, good protein, and vegetables. Some people believe that you should not have any carbs at all, but that is not healthy.
That's right.
Studies have shown that you do need to have whole grains in your diet. Whole grains will give you lots of fiber. Whole grains will give you phytates and phytic acid. These are important to fight cancer. Whole grain, as I say, give you fiber. Fiber will allow you to decrease your blood sugar or to decrease the need to consume more food in between your meals.
Dr. Cooper, let me talk a little bit about potato, because people that is trying to lose weight, they say, oh, my doctor or my advisor told me that I cannot even look at potato because I'm going to get fatter. It's not true. Potato is not the potato what makes us fat.
Is what you add
on. It's what you add. You put sour cream, you put cheese, you put bacon, you put a lot of extra calories. But potato is a blessing. It gives you a lot of good calories for energy, but not a lot of calories for fat. It's just for energy.
Right. And don't fry your potato. Steam your potato or bake the potato.
That's right.
Because if you fry the potato, you're adding a lot of calories. Now, one medium-sized potato is about 8 calories or 100 calories. If you add 1 tablespoonful of oil to that, then you're adding another 110 calories. So rather than consuming 100 or 80 calories, you're consuming 225 calories. So you have to be conscious of how your food is prepared. Stay away from the oils. What about coconut oil? Are you thinking that? You probably are thinking everyone says coconut oil is great to consume. But remember, coconut oil is one of the plant-based oil that is high in saturated fats.
That means calories, a lot of calories.
Yes, and a lot of calories. Saturated fat will block the coronary arteries. So you have to be very careful with coconut oil. Let me take some time to welcome Nigel from United Kingdom. I see here Mr. Leach. Welcome. Share the program so that more people could learn. So what oil should our audience think about? Let's talk about oils.
Let us talk about oils. Even Dr. Esselstyn in California, in Loma Linda, he received this question, Dr. Esselstyn, what about olive oil? Is this a blessing? Is something good for your health? And he said, yes, it's good for your wrinkles, tus arruguitas, your skin. Maybe you can put it outside, but don't even use olive oil. It might seem kind of extreme, but the epithelial cells suffer with any kind of oil. So our recommendation is, if you're gonna use some olive oil, do it moderately. And if you're using olive oil, try to use it in the cold form in your salad. It is not a health food. So don't drench your salad with a lot of olive oil. There's so many times I've been to the restaurant and the food is just packed with oil. Olive oil is not a health food. You better eat the olives.
The olives,
instead of olive oil.
Remember, olive oil is processed. Therefore, a small quantity of the oil will give you a lot of calories. You might think we're extreme. I do use some oil, but I use oil judiciously, small amount of oil.
As an instance, my mother passed away at age 72. But she could use 2 liters of oil every week. I mean, those beans was more oil than beans. And the result is diabetes, obesity, problems with their heart. So what we recommend here is eat as delicious as possible. I know we depend on our cultures. And our cultures is everything fried, everything, with meat. And we all have struggled sometime with this. And when you say to the people, you have to change, and the word change, is hard.
They're resisting.
Is resisting. But you better try this other way of life, try this new food, and it's plenty. If you want recipes, you might have some recipes, Dr.
Recipes.
Cook,
let's mention the recipes.
Recipes, or we have forks over knives recipes. I mean,
I have my book. I have this book, Incredibly Delicious Vegan. Great. It's a cookbook with over 100 healthy, delicious, plant-based recipes.
There you have.
It's not only a cookbook, but I have a meal plan. Because some people don't know what to eat, how to combine what they're eating to decrease the calories. I have 28 days meal plan in that book. Also in the book, I have foods that are good for diabetics, food that are good if you want to lose weight. If you have hypertension, what food should you eat? All those are in that book. You can find the book at my website, that's DRDONA Cooper.com, or it's on Amazon. So there we have lots of resources for you. And if you're there struggling, you have tried this diet and that diet, you lost weight, you gained the weight back, then you don't need a diet. What you need is a healthier lifestyle. I have a program right now, Transformation to a Healthier You, on my website. You can go ahead, sign up for that course, and you will learn how to be empowered. You learn how to become healthier. And after you've learned how to become healthier, then you can empower somebody else. So I have a lot of resources on my site. Just go there and look for what you need.
We have to think on delicious food in order to really get hooked to this new lifestyle. And for instance, if you ask me what did I eat today, well, I have a picture here of delicious tostadas, and you will say, what kind of tostada is that? Okay, you have that, it's called the baked tostada, and I put a layer of beans, a lot of vegetables, aguacate, and a delicious salsa. With that, you just eat 2, 3, maybe 4, and you're full already, because it has a lot of volume, a lot of not calories, but a lot of fiber and nutrients. And you have to understand the big time connection with what you eat and your digestive system.
Right. The other thing that we need to emphasize is timing of food.
That's right.
A lot of people believe that they should have 5 meals a day.
Wow.
So they eat breakfast at 8, at 10 something else, at 12, and then 5 meals. Remember that your stomach needs about 4 to 5 hours to digest that food. And if you keep adding food on top of partially digested food, you're going to have a stomach problem, and you're going to gain weight. Some people will lose weight, but they can sustain that weight loss. So eating your largest meal earlier in the day is the way to go. And then your smallest meal later in the day will help you to lose weight. There is something called intermittent fasting, where the person consume maybe 2 meals a day or even 3. But from, say, 5 through 7 o'clock, that person is fasting. It gives the body time to refresh, time to use all the calories, and you're going to feel much better and you're going to lose weight. If you continue to consume 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock at night, the body doesn't have time to really use the calories.
Right.
And what happened?
That's right. And I'm afraid that out there is some information that may mislead this concept. For instance, I have seen some advertisement where they say, if you want to lose weight, you have to skip breakfast. What a contradiction. Because it's kind of, you have to go into your trip, but don't put any gasoline. It's nonsense.
It's not going to work. Exactly.
It's not going to work. Maybe work for some time, but you're going to have a metabolism problem right there.
You're going to be fatigued.
Yes.
The body won't have energy. Remember that for your body to work well, you have to put the energy there. and you're going to energize your body with the food you eat.
If you don't put the right energy in your food, then you will put the wrong energy, like donuts, coffee,
these empty calories,
energy drinks. Nothing worse than that to have energy, because you might work like that for 2-3 years, but you're gonna destroy
your cells, destroy your body. You're going to have various type of medical problems. I want to welcome Yvonne Alanis, Graciela Cruz, Joy Marshall, Sharon K. Scott, Herbert, and all of you. I might miss some names, but welcome to the program. We're here every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central. Share, like our page, let your friends know we're on. Ask question. You have free consultation here, so don't hesitate to ask your question if you really want to improve your health, change lifestyle, and live a happy, healthier, and longer life. I think we're going to take a break here. I have a recipe for you. Israel spoke about chickpea. Chickpea is commonly used in Mediterranean diet, and it's becoming common here in the United States. Chickpea has lots of fiber, lots of complex carbohydrate, and high in protein. It can be used in various ways.
Hummus, for instance, hummus,
exactly.
Delicious.
It's
like
very
a spread.
Delicious. And here in South Texas, because of the Mexican tradition, we also add avocado, and we make another type of spread. It's very delicious.
It gets green, right?
It gets green, exactly. So you have good fats, and you have good protein, good carbs. It is great to have.
Or vegetables with
sticks.
chickpea.
Exactly.
I mean, it's an endless list. Let us see there.
So let's go ahead to the cooking segment as we take a short break. Welcome to Get Healthy with Dr. Cooper. The doctor's in the kitchen today. You might be wondering why she's in the kitchen. Remember, my goal is to show you how to use food as medicine. And today I have a registered dietitian with me. Estella, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Cooper.
Estella is a registered dietitian as well as a certified diabetic educator. So she has something very, very special for us. What are we making?
Today we're making garbanzo dip.
Garbanzo. What's garbanzo, by the way?
It's also known as chickpea.
Chickpea. Why are we going to be eating chickpea rather than meat?
Well, chickpea gives you enough protein, but it doesn't have any cholesterol.
That's right. Actually, chickpea and legumes, they're known as the poor man's meat. Meat without cholesterol. And we know that red meat is bad for your health. So go ahead.
Yes, we're going to be using today the food processor, and we're going to go ahead and put 1.5 cups of garbanzos. You can make them yourself, or
you can buy them in the can.
Yes, but make sure you rinse them very well.
Pour the water off and rinse carefully, right, Estella?
Yes. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put a whole aguacate.
All right, and that has, what are the health benefits in the avocado?
Yes, it also gives you that good fat, which is the omega-3.
Good fat. Very good. Let's continue.
Let me just put all the avocado in here.
So good fats you find in avocado as well as nuts.
Nuts, yes.
And why do we need to have good fats, by the way?
One of the ways to lower your cholesterol, you don't have to worry about, raising your cholesterol with this kind of fats.
Right, and you don't have to worry about heart disease. Am I right?
That's right.
All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and put some lemon juice. This is a whole lemon juice. That makes sure that it doesn't, the avocado doesn't turn brown.
That's right.
We're going to go ahead and add some chopped
onions for flavor. And
cilantro.
Very good. You know, Mexican likes to have cilantro. That's the part of their culture.
Very good. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt. That's your taste. I mean, you can put more salt if you want, but just a little bit for now.
Right. So if you're hypertensive, be careful with the salt because salt will increase the blood pressure.
That's right.
All right, let's go. You want to stop, and then you can stir for the process to continue easier. So let's do that. We're going to stir some more. And at home, if you're making this, don't get frustrated. Just keep stirring until you get the consistency that you're looking for.
Yes.
Okay, let's
one more
continue.
time.
Very good. Are we almost there?
I guess it depends how smooth you want it.
That's right. I think that's, let's see, I think that's good enough.
I like it a little chunky.
A little chunky for texture. All right, so let's put it here in our container.
We're going to go ahead and pour it in the container. Let me just make sure.
Now, I know that there's some young people, some children that do not like their vegetable. Parents, this is a very good way to get your kids to eat their vegetable by making a very tasty and nutritious dip.
That is right. We want to hide them as, you don't want your kids to know what they're eating. And this one tastes very good.
Okay. So we're going to smooth it in here. And we have some vegetable sticks right here. Now, I have celery and carrot. Why should we have carrots?
Carrots have vitamin A.
Vitamin A. And why do we need vitamin A?
For your eyes.
For your eyes. So you out there, if you want to preserve your vision, vitamin A is the way to go. Estella, we're going to try this later after the show.
Okay.
But you out there, if you want some more delicious recipe, go to my website, gethealthywithdrcooper.tv or cooperwellnesscenter.com. Estella, thank you so much for being on our show today, and I'm sure I'll invite you back another time.
Thank you for inviting me, Dr. Cooper.
And visit our website again, as well as our Facebook page. Thank you. That's really a delicious dip. As we mentioned, you could use whole grain chips, healthy tortilla chips, vegetables.
Yes.
You could also put that in
on
pita
a
bread.
Yes, you can spread it like that and then put some whatever more vegetables on top of that, or a nice delicious salsa.
Exactly. So if you're considering changing your lifestyle, this is a simple recipe to try. Take it to work, take it for your friends, and you'll see that they will enjoy it. Keep watching us and we will give you more recipes so you could become healthier. All right. Tell me, there's some people there that have tried to lose weight but have failed. How can we encourage those people?
It's a very important question, and the first thing is don't get discouraged if you are not losing as fast or as much as you want. Because remember, to have all that you have was a great effort from year after year. So don't get discouraged. Let us go little by little. Do exercise, drink a lot of water. That's one of the main factors. People do not realize that sodas and most of the drinks and most of the products out there is filled with sugar. So every calorie counts. So cutting little here, little there, doing some exercise will lead us to start losing weight. So my advice, my counsel is don't be discouraged.
Yes.
Go and keep on going.
There's some people that are probably addicted to some types of food, chips, for example. I know people who are, I had a patient, for example, came to my office weighing, he was way overweight, obese. He had hypertension, he had arthritis. And he came and we sat, we discussed the need to change lifestyle. And you know what? One of his addiction was chips. Simple chips. But remember I mentioned that chips is a calorie-dense food. Chips have lots of oil. Therefore, a bag of chips could be 1,000 calories and you're already hungry. So therefore, what this patient did, he just removed the chips. He took the chips away, and in 2 weeks, he lost about 8 pounds.
Boy.
So he came back to the office. I said, hey, what happened? Oh, Dr. Cooper, I just took out the chips. Simple thing. So if you're listening to me, think about what you're probably doing. What are you doing to sabotage your weight loss? because all of us want healthier weight. We know that healthier weight means more health, more life, but sometimes we struggle. We might lose the weight and we gain the weight back. You have to think, what are you not doing correctly? Make sure that you're mindful. You're thinking what to eat. You have to prepare ahead of time, because as you travel, you might not have option. You might not have option, and therefore you're going to stretch towards what
more
food are
available.
Right.
Yes.
So make sure you think. Then think if you're eating in between meals. What are you consuming in between meals? You might think, I'm just having this Snicker bar and it's not a lot of calorie, but believe me, that holds lots of calorie. So don't snack in between. And if you have depression or you had some adverse child event when you were young, that's also a problem.
That's right.
Patients are stressed, they're depressed, they can't focus on what to eat.
When the people is depressed, they tend to congratulate themselves with sweets or ice cream or a lot of foods. You tell them already then what not to do. I will tell them what to do. For instance, if you are really hungry but you are starving, start with an apple or 2 apples. Then you will discover that you are not that hungry when it comes to eat your main dishes. Because if we start eating chicken or even beans, a lot of beans as a first dish, you will gain a lot of calories. So I will recommend my patients go first with the vegetables, salads, or fruits before you eat the more dense calorie foods.
Right.
So it's not a deprivation, it's a way to tell them, eat. You're meant to eat, okay, eat a lot, but a lot of fiber.
Exactly.
A lot of good food.
Water too.
Water too.
If you're wanting to lose weight, then consume a glass of water 20 minutes before your meal.
That's
what
right.
does that do? It's going to fill your stomach, and therefore the need to eat will be lessened. The portion will be lessened because your stomach will be partially full. You have to learn this technique in order to stay healthy for life.
That's
and
right.
try not to lose the weight too fast. Try not to use these fad diets. There's so many of them out there. Ketogenic diet. There are just so many different types of diet. You need to know what to eat. What are the good foods? Eat
right.
a lot of the good foods, and you're going to realize that you can eat a lot. You don't have to starve yourself to lose weight. You can actually be full all the time and keep losing weight.
I tell the patients, you don't need to suffer in order to lose weight.
Right.
Don't suffer. Enjoy life, enjoy food. I mean, the strawberries are so delicious. Blackberries, blueberries, bananas, pineapple. For instance, Dr. Michael Greger just shared with us through Nutrition Facts that they made a study with diabetic people. Their doctors prohibit them to eat fruits because they thought there was a lot of sugar. But now they discover that you don't need to deprive yourself from fruits as long as you eat the whole fruit.
Yeah.
That means with the fiber, not juices, but the whole fruit.
And it has to be portion controlled, because indeed there's certain food that will increase the blood sugar.
That's right.
Pineapple, grapes,
Maybe mangoes.
banana. I tell my patient you can eat those, but the quantity is important.
That's correct.
If you do not exhibit moderation, a good thing can be a problem.
That's right.
Water. Water is great for just about any disease process. Diabetes, hypertension, stone, kidney stone, infection, just about anything. However, if you drink too much water, you will have side effects. If you're a patient with heart disease and you consume too much water, then it will put you into heart failure. If you're a patient with kidney problem, you're in dialysis, you have to cut back on the water. So even though these foods that are fantastic, they're great, you do have to take them in moderation. Now, when we talk about green leafy vegetables, you can eat as much as you want because those have essentially 0 calories, okay? 0 carbs, essentially, and lots of nutrients, lots of fiber, lots of phytochemical, lots of antioxidant. All these are important to prevent cancer, prevent weight gain, prevent diabetes, prevent hypertension. So when you sit at your table, and parents, if you're listening to me, you need to encourage or model health for the children. Our children are dying young. They're having diabetes, hypertension, kidney failure, blindness. Why?
That's right.
Because of the food they're eating. Because we as parents, we're not modeling health. If we don't model health, then they're going to do what we do. So make a vegetable salad the center of your dinner table every day if you love your kids and you want them to be healthy. Would you agree to that?
I agree 100%, and remember that people will eat what is there.
Yes.
So be ready with the salad, delicious dressings in order to really enjoy that salad, and then the other dishes. But I agree, vegetables are the key factor for this losing weight.
Let me welcome Mrs. Deanda, Rosita Deanda, Robert Cano, and all these people who are joining us. Welcome. Remember to share, like our page. We really want you to like our page. Share with your friends. Don't be selfish. If you have a good thing, give it away. So share the page and ask questions. Put your comments there. Really, I try to get to all the comments. And last week we discussed fibromyalgia because a patient asked me, someone who was listening asked me to discuss fibromyalgia. So if you are interested in a particular topic because you have a problem, please write us, put it there, and of course we will get back to you. We're discussing obesity. Obesity is a disease. Obesity has reached epidemic portion in the world. Over 2 billion people are either obese or overweight.
That's right, doctor.
We spend over $300 million on obesity. There we have some of the complications of obesity. Obesity can cause heart disease. I can't see that far. However, heart disease,
Kidney disease,
fatty liver, cirrhosis, cancer of the breast, women, cancer of the endometrium.
and not only in the women, on the men too.
Prostate
breast
cancer in men.
incredible.
If you're a woman and you are obese, then you increase your risk 6-fold for having endometrial cancer. Arthritis. You already know about diabetes. There's so many diseases. I'm not going to go into pathophysiology of the obesity and all these diseases, but I'll mention one. People who are overweight tend to have a high insulin level. Insulin can produce what we call insulin-like growth factor. This is a tumorigenic substance. This insulin-like growth factor causes things to grow and can lead to cancer. So obesity is a dangerous state. It is very difficult to treat. You have to be ready, mentally ready. You have to have the mindset that, yeah, I'm overweight and I need help. And if you think you need help, don't go to the quick fixes. Don't do the shakes.
That's right.
Shake for 2 weeks. You can't live on smoothie for 2 weeks. And that is why we have this program. We want you to eat a lot. Eat a lot and lose weight. Nutrition is important, but exercise. If you really want to lose weight, then you have to exercise an hour or more per day. When you have lost the weight, for you to maintain that weight loss, you need to go to 300 to 400 minutes a week in order to lose. So it's 1 to 2 hours a day in order to maintain the weight loss and continue to lose weight. So you have to combine those. And not only that, but stress management. Some people eat because they're stressed. They eat because they're depressed. So we need to focus on the psychological problem. And the Bible says that, with Christ, everything is
possible.
Possible. And I can do all things through Him.
Christ,
And
yes.
studies have shown that people who have a spiritual connection, a faith community, tend to outlive others who do not have that connection by 4 to 10 years. So if you want to gain life, then you must meditate on the Creator. You must have a spiritual connection that will empower you to stay healthy for life. Anything else?
Well, I would like just to encourage each one of our viewers to go step by step. Make a plan for your life. I know that you want to be healthy, happy, live long. We were meant to live for at least 120 years, but now with 60 or 70 years, we are about dying. So I will encourage each one of our viewers to go step by step with faith, as you just mentioned, Dr. Cooper, and with knowledge, the desire to really improve on your health. And the results are going to be great, fantastic.
You're going to have amazing health and longevity if you combine all these factors: healthy nutrition, exercise, stress management, relaxation, meditation, and rest. Even though we're talking about obesity and gaining life, if you do not obtain enough sleep per night, studies have shown that those who are sleep deprived, those that obtain less than 5 hours sleep per night, tend to have more weight, tend to have a greater risk for diabetes, hypertension, than those that rest well. So adequate rest is medicine.
Agree with you, Dr. Cooper. So the exercise will help you rest better. Resting better will help you to have more ideas to what to eat, and with the resources that Dr. Cooper has available, so many other sources. I will encourage everybody to see the movie Forks Over Knives, and also the other one that is What the Health. That is a very good production. Some ideas to really improve on their well-being. And everybody's going to be happy, as we mentioned, the person that is losing weight, the family, the government, because they are spending billions and billions of
$300
dollars.
billion per year on obesity. We have the resources. Remember to watch us every Sunday at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Central. Ask your friend to join us. We have resources. Go to the website, www.drdonnacooper.com. If you're not in the United States, you can find these courses online: 14 Days to Amazing Health or Transformation to a Healthier You. These are courses that you can obtain on my website. So just continue to watch us. And next week, I'll be in Ghana on a humanitarian medical mission. We're hoping to see thousands of patients. We are 17 in the group. We'll be providing medical care, health seminars, cataract surgery. We're going to be doing dental surgery. It is so amazing to share health, to touch lives in a very impactful way. Last September, I was in Senegal. We did the same. We did cataract surgery, dental surgeries, medical care. We saw about 1,200 patients in 1 week. It was just amazing. And we're hoping to see more patients in Ghana next week. So pray for us that the Lord will guide our trip. We will get there healthy. We will get all of our medical supply, all of our drugs, all of our medication. We have to take everything we're going to be using, and that we will touch lives and patients will obtain sight. We are hoping that someday you will join us, whether physically or financially. And if you still want to give, go to faithfulpathinternational.org and you can donate. But if not, keep us in prayer. And keep watching, because I will have a program next week, whether from Ghana or wherever I am. So keep watching and ask others to join us. Really, I want to empower you to live happy, healthy, amazing health and abundant life. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Cooper. It was
and
a
I
pleasure.
hope to see you again soon.
Hopefully we will be here too.
Thanks for watching. Until next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye.